What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Big B, Brian Hanley. Welcome back to Steelers Almighty. This is your pre-game edition. Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to win the football game. I keep saying that every week. We got to win the football game. Too many. I've seen too many of you all, man. I'll be honest. Too many of you all saying that this game doesn't mean anything. Damn it, yeah, it does. Yes, it does. It absolutely does mean something. Number one, we got some good momentum going. That's number one. Number two, a lot of people out there are saying the Steelers aren't legitimate, and maybe we aren't, but if you can beat the Lions, it would give us some legitimacy. So that's number two for me. But it's not a throwaway game because, again, depending on what happens in the Ravens game, the Steelers win this football game, we can literally win the division next week. If the Ravens lose and we win, we can win the division next week in Cleveland. So, the notion that this game doesn't mean anything couldn't be further from the truth. And I get it. People are trying to set themselves up in case the Pittsburgh Steelers don't look good. And so then, it didn't mean nothing. No. If they don't look good, we're going to come right back here 15 minutes after the game and tell you why they don't look good. Or if they do look good, we're going to come right here 15 minutes after the game and tell you why they do look good. Don't be that person that just says, well, it doesn't mean anything. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I'm not saying the season is over, but to say that it doesn't mean anything is being naive. That's being naive, people. So what's going on, everybody out there? Appreciate everybody being in here. Again, thank you very much for supporting us. We got our members that are in here. Steeler Lee, I don't have a good feeling at all about this game, he says. Sincerely, hope I'm wrong and will gladly be wrong. The thing about this game, I think it's going to be a shootout. I think teams are going to get out. I don't think either defense is going to stand up today, which is crazy. My diabolical almighty fam, what's going on, B. Wayne? I just that's where I'm at with it. I think that we're setting ourselves up to have a shootout in this game. Look, defenses are banged up on both sides. Detroit's offense is really, really good. Our offense has been clicking the last several weeks. So I think it's a game that Steelers can win. I really do. I don't think that we have to look at this as, oh, man, we'd be lucky to win. I don't think the Steelers would be lucky to win. I don't think that at all. So I think I think the Steelers are looking at this the right way. I think the Steelers need to attack this game and go win it. I think they need to go win. So that's my opinion. Let's get to the inactives before we get to the keys to the game. Steeler inactives, Roman Wilson, third week in a row. I've told you guys already, barring an injury, Roman Wilson won't get a helmet the rest of the year. Will Howard's the third QB. Here's a big one. Caleb Johnson, healthy scratch. Yikes. Caleb Johnson, third round running back. The Steelers have deemed today he is not worthy of a helmet. Now, I get some of that is because we got defensive guys out. I totally understand that. So I get, well, you got to move rosters around. You got to move things around. So I kind of understand why they didn't give him a helmet. But, man, two running backs. I guess Jonnu will be the third running back. We saw him score a touchdown last week. But that's where the Steelers decided to cut bait when it came to the roster this week. Again, James Pierre, Nick Herbig, Isaac Seumalo, and TJ Watt, all those guys are out. But, yeah, Caleb it just is what it is. It just is what it is. We'll see. This is basically Caleb, are you going to be able to be on the team next year? That's where I think the Steelers are at with this. That's where I think we're at with this. So when it push came to shove, the Steelers said, we'll go with 2 running backs and we'll figure it out from there. So with all the injuries that they have, it's probably the smart move too. It's the smart move. So that's where we're going. Now let's go to keys to the victory. Keys to victory. So look, the Steelers got to be able to run the football. And the reason that I say that, the high-powered offense that Detroit has, and it is a high-powered offense, the easiest way, or the best way, I should say, to defend them is to keep them on the damn sideline. Let's go on some long ball control drives, in them with 7 points. So, number one, our defense can be fresh and that they're not going up and down the field. Run the football. We haven't been able to do that. Now, no Isaac Seumalo, going to make it more difficult. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. I would suspect that Spencer Anderson gets the start in there. I know a little bit last week they threw Ryan McCollum in there, but here's the thing. Zach Frazier was a little beat up, had a triceps injury. You know, he's going to play, but you already got one center that's banged up. Do you want to put your backup center out there for the possibility for him to get hurt? And then if Frazier goes down, then who's going to snap the damn ball? I don't think the Steelers can do that. Matter of fact, I'm positive they can't do that. That wouldn't be why. You got to keep McCollum as the backup, unless he's just so much better at guard than Spencer Anderson. Then that's a different conversation. If he is, okay, you got to do what you got to do to win a football game. So that's where I would be at with it. But we got to run the football. Got to protect. Got to protect. We saw Dylan Cook, and he's been kind of the talk of Steeler Nation. Talk of the NFL this past week. The one thing that I would say, well, actually a couple things. One, it was just 1 week. As happy as I was and as glad as I was to give him praise, it was 1 week of football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not make him out to be, the greatest left tackle that's ever played in the National Football League based on 1 week. We got to keep that, in perspective. You got to keep it in perspective. Doesn't mean that it wasn't better than anything that we've put on tape at the left tackle position this year. That's another thing to keep in mind. It doesn't mean that at all, because it absolutely was. However, it was 1 week. And we've all been watching football long enough to know and long enough to see that one guy, 1 week, can have the game of his life. We've seen it. And then fall completely off a cliff the very next week. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's just not get out over our skis about it. Let's not get out over our skis about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Another thing that the Steelers have to do, we got to continue to be aggressive. We can run the football, but we can also be aggressive. Middle of the field, middle of the field, middle of the field, middle of the field. I'm going to keep saying it. Middle of the field. When the Steelers attack the middle of the field, good things happen. It's almost like we've waited until this time to when we attack the middle of the field, good things will happen for us. It's amazing. Attack the middle of the field and don't stop. Be aggressive down the field. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at. So Steelers got to be able to run the football, be aggressive, attack the middle of the field, and for God's sake, you've got to get Jared Goff off of his mark. You got to be able to put pressure. Now, everybody believes when you say, well, you got to put pressure on Jared Goff, that doesn't mean that it all has to come from outside edge rushers. Doesn't mean that at all. You need to be able to come from inside. Look, Detroit is starting 2 rookies and a backup. They're banged up. You got to get Jared Goff off his spot. Or do you want to deal with the guy that's not very good? And you are in control of how he plays. You get him off his mark, not very good. You let him just stand back there and pick you apart, he will damn sure do it. And they got the weapons to be able to do it all over the football field. They got the weapons to be able to do that. So keep all that in mind. Keep all of that in mind. So I'm ready. I'm ready to be wrong. Let's say that. Because I picked the Lions to win 33-24. I want to be wrong. I want the Steelers to win the game. I want to be dead wrong. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to just everybody saying, I'm wrong. B, you were wrong. Damn it. Perfect. That I want to be wrong. Because while I call the games like I see them, when I predict the games, when I call, I always am going to tell you like I see it. Damn it, I want to be wrong. I just want to be wrong. I want the Steve because I see the future in this. Because what's really going to piss me off if the Steelers blow this game and then the Ravens get beat. That's what's going to drive me insane because the Steelers are going to win in Cleveland next week. Not that we don't have to play to beat them, but the Steelers are going to go to Cleveland and win that game next week. And Baltimore's going to lose. And if we have the opportunity to win the division next week and we don't do it, I'll be upset. I'll be upset. That's all I'm saying. So that's all. Steeler DNA says no TJ, no win. LOL. Well, they won last week with no TJ. So things can change, man. Things can change. Arch Baby Doll says, let's get that dub, Steeler Nation. I'm with it. I'm with it. So, oh, man. I'm ready for the game. I'm ready for the game. You know, last Monday, I was hyped because I thought the Steelers were just going to just put their foot down on the Dolphins, and they did. This week, I'm hyped for the game because I think this is a big opportunity for Pittsburgh. I think it's a huge opportunity for Pittsburgh. I just, too many people are doubting us. Too many people are doubting us. And you know what happens when people doubt Pittsburgh Steelers, even a Mike Tomlin team, even if you're not a Mike Tomlin fan, when people doubt them, usually that's when the Steelers stand up. That's usually when they stand up. And I've seen it everywhere all week. Steelers can't win. Won't be able to stop them. Not good enough. And usually when that happens, Steelers put forth a great effort. Now, there's no question, man. The Steelers are banged up this week. They are. No TJ Watt, no Herbig. That hurts. Jack Sawyer, what are you going to do? Here's your opportunity. What are you going to do? Alex Highsmith, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? A lot of people tell you, well, you're no good without TJ Watt. Well, you were damn good last week without TJ Watt. Do it again. Do it again. You know, hey, it was just the Dolphins, Dylan Cook. What are you going to do this week? You know, yeah, you were good against the Dolphins. Who cares? What are you going to do this week against Detroit? Show them something. Jaylen Warren, have you lost your job? Kenneth Gainwell's played better than you for the last month. What are you going to do? Time to show up. Show up. Yes. Yes, people. This is what this game is about. Everybody doubting us. DK, can you keep it together? Yeah, you had a couple of good weeks, but what else are you going to do? You going to do anything else? Huh? They got a banged up secondary in Detroit. Can you show up? You going to show up? Come on, man. Come on. That's where I'm at. Patrick Queen, you're going to be challenged today. Today, you're going to be challenged. Can you shut down Jahmyr Gibbs? Can you be all over the field and stop their run game? Oh, JPJ, are you going to follow Amon-Ra? What are you going to do? He's going to be outside. He's going to be inside. That's a challenge, I guess, to all the DBs. Eccles, ASJ. What are we going to do? They got Jamison Williams over there, too, that'll run by everybody. Can we stop them? I like when the Steelers get challenged, ladies and gentlemen. I do. I like when the Steelers get challenged, and when they get challenged, they usually fight back. When people keep saying stuff they can't do and they can do, they usually fight back. Steeler DNA says, Sawyer ain't ready. Just my thoughts, but I hope he do. Okay. That's positive. That's that positivity I'm looking for. B. Wayne, PQ, number 50, and Wilson. Are you going to be ready for smash mouth run stopping? There you go. That's what I'm with. That's what I'm with. Are we going to step up? And I guess that's the question. And I guess maybe I've been challenging the guys for the last couple weeks. Are you going to stand up? Are you going to stand up and be counted, or are you not? Are you going to stand up and be counted, or are you going to say, well, too many injuries, hey, what are we supposed to do? No. That's not, I mean, stand up and be counted, men. It's that time of year. That's that time of year. So it is that time of year. Steven Strauss, love the hoodie. Hey, you can go pick you up one. Steelers Almighty Shop, go pick you up a hoodie. It's the one that I got myself for Christmas. I love it. I love it. It's nice and warm, too. But, yeah, I'm ready. Look, the Steelers, they got a chance. They got an opportunity today. They got an opportunity. But I already know the narrative, too. If the Steelers win, well, Detroit's beat up. They weren't really that good of a team. Fine. You can say all that you want. Tell us that. We don't care. What did I say about the Ravens game? Oh, they gave them the game. They took away a touchdown. We do not care. And if they say all that about beating Detroit, guess what I'm going to say? We do not care. A component of, of the collective, a collective of the component, we do not care. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Go win the football game. Whatever you got to do. Go win the football game. I just got a feeling Derek Harmon's going to be an animal out there today. I have that feeling, people. I have that feeling. He hadn't played in a couple weeks. I have a feeling that Derek Harmon's going to be an animal today. So, going to be an animal today. Somebody said 10%. We got a 10% chance, but 10 is 10. Let's go. I'm with it. Hey, if we got a 1% chance, then we got a chance. I think it's more than one. I definitely think it's more than one. I definitely think it's more than 10%. But either way, whatever the percentage is that the Steelers have, you have a chance. Go kick the damn door in. That's what I'm about. You left the door open just a little bit. Well, fine. We're going to kick the damn thing in, and we're going to go win a football game. But, yeah, Harmon's back. I think Harmon's going to be big in this football game. I think Cam Hayward is going to be big in this football game. For some reason, I think Cam Hayward has been holding out on us. Yep, you're exactly right, Tyrone. Special teams got to be special. Win the hidden yardage battle. Don't be letting them start at the 34, 35, 36-yard line. No. 26, 25. Let them start there when we kick the kickoff. So, shows I'm buffering. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. My Wi-Fi is literally at the top level, so I apologize. But it is what it is. Can't help it. Technology. So, all right, we're going to shut it down, man. Watch party. If you're not already a member, make sure you go show up if you want to become a member. make sure you're there. We'll be watching the game live. So if you want to be a member at the Hall of Fame level, come on and come check us out. 15 minutes after the game, we will be right back here. So 15 minutes after the game, we'll be right back here breaking down everything that we saw, good, bad, and indifferent. And I'll be honest with you, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. I'm ready to go. So Pittsburgh Steelers, big opportunity. Big opportunity, people. Big opportunity. So appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you're back here or you're at the watch party. Either one. Make sure you show up. Until then, aloha.